Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of our 4th Age Rhovanion campaign. We are assaulting the fort at the River Carnon. This is one of the last holdouts of the elderly King of Dale, and he had his royal hearth troops with him, and they were, well, you can see this stain on the ground here. That's all that remains. Basically what we did is we just brought our longbowmen up the ladders here and just started shooting fish in the proverbial barrel. And I wish I could say that they fought the good fight, but we really can't. They just stood in there and took it. So we're getting some other longbowmen up on the wall here with full quivers. They've got another unit of barding militia inside the settlement here. We do have some foresters who are able to start firing at them. And even if not, we can bring in our own troops to actually melee with them if we think that's necessary. But this is going to be one of those really quick, turn your brain off kind of fights. Yeah, he's going to go down pretty quickly here. And that was the King of Dale, everybody, defending his fort of the River Carnon. Yes, indeed, a heroic victory was had. So this is the issue with some of these fort battles is that the AI is, if they don't have many men inside, if they're not set up on the walls, if you have any kind of ranged units, it is a pretty easy matter to get in there and deal with them, unfortunately. But in any case, that leaves us with the fort. They've still got a presence, which means we have not eliminated the faction. We're going to go ahead and occupy this, though. This is nice to have. I guess we can lower the taxes. Hey, we can retrain the barding militia levies here. And we can recruit them as well, because this has already been built up as a captain's feasts. So this is a very limited type of building you can do inside of forts. You can get some trade, a little bit of trade, a little bit of growth. As you can see, there's a little bit of income from this fort. And we also have the ability to train a militia-type unit. So, you know, why not? Let's go for one. Now, the problem is the public order or the population levels are typically very low. So it's only going to support really a garrison or every now and then the odd extra unit that can be sent to fight somewhere else. So that's going to be that. Let's kick off another fight on the other side of our realm, which is down here. We had this... looks like this Ardunabar army is withdrawing from this territory. They're not even going to try to take back... what is it, Athrad Morn? I'd love to just move and put it under siege right now, but I think I need to eliminate this force. They've got some bows, some axes, and some low-tier spears. So let's speed our way through this. It should be pretty straightforward, and then we can at least approach the rebel settlement there. Alright, we'll see how they're deployed. Oh my gosh. Okay. Gonna make us work for it a little bit then. Fine. This is a very strange rocky outcropping. It's nice on the one hand to see the AI making use of this. I mean, I thought they were going to be right in front of us, but looks like they found the only high terrain that is in the area. Oh, alright. So it looks like they've set themselves up a little more reasonably into somewhat of a line, although it probably was better for them to be up here, right up against that rock. But they're also corner camping, I want to point out, so not very sporting at Unabar. But their general unit is that unit of archers. They've already retreated once, so they can't do that again. If I can get these March Wardens up there, They get some spears right next to them. But if we can get up there, then that would mean we could theoretically make pretty quick work of those bowmen. Let's hit the Men of Mordor. This is an axe unit. It's pretty light, though. I really like this model for whatever reason. It's I just like the kind of basic units, I guess. Okay. Yep, they are moving around. Alright, we got them down to 22. Let's focus on the other unit of Men of Mordor there. They're really not wanting to let us get in range. Makes sense. Let's take the foresters, actually. Let's bring them right up here. I don't feel the need to get many of my infantry involved. Let's hit those dark bows now. And they're going to move away. Just enough for us to kind of get involved with their grim spears, but I think we can get them. But let's bring our other cav over. Yeah, we're gonna get them. Okay. Let's halt this cav. Great. All right, we'll just mop this up. Shouldn't take too long. Let's make sure we're not doing any friendly fire stuff. So that's it for the Field Army of Adunabar east of Lond Nurnen. This theoretically frees us up to attack the rebel settlement now. But, you know, they may also be dealing with some reinforcements. Adunabar may bring some reinforcements into our theater. So we just never know. Oh yeah, we did a great job there retaining that army. And I expect we're not going to have a difficult time at all when it comes to the rebel force. So I'd like to get that set up. But we might not be able to put them under siege this turn. We'll see. Oh, we can. Alright, let's just try to get a better look. Yeah, no one else around. And this is a medium cav unit. Very, very similar to our Rhovanion March Wardens, in fact. So we should be totally all set with this. I'll bring these guys over because I think I can get them here next turn to act as reinforcements, and I'd like to do some fighting with them. This is the kind of fight that they would be good at. There's a lot of melee infantry in here. So that's that. We've got our 28th settlement under siege, assuming we can hold that. 8 more seasons for Dominion down here. Let's send our scout around. Yep, I'm not seeing any Adunabar forces. Okay, there's the other settlement. Now, they've certainly got enough infrastructure here to train more troops. They can get a whole bunch of nasty stuff sent our way quickly, but they don't have anything right now. Had a few units at Saragon. They had 3 here last time. Now they got 4, so they are training. But we've got some very good stuff inside Lond Nernin. I think we could hold it if they if they threw a bunch of guys at us. But I plan to assault this next turn. I'm not going to wait around. We also got a scout up here to see that this is North Rune's troops moving out of Fennis Rim. Not sure exactly where they're going. Possibly right north here to Gwaithring. But yeah, this army right outside Garth is upsetting. But none of their other forces are moving towards us, so that's all good. Let's take everybody out of the Fort of Karnan, actually, if we can. And I think we may want to move them over towards Dale to help out, potentially, with this push towards Framsburg. But the other thing I want to do this turn is a fight right here. We can attack Borondir of the Black Land, or we could attack Falithar of Karn Doom. I think I want to attack Borondir. He's got a smaller army. I figured he was going to stick around and fight a couple of family members, make sure they're not anything special. Nope, just regular old Adunabar nobles. So just shy of 800 men, 2 bowmen, 3 units of cav if you count those generals. The rest pretty basic. We're going to have to do like 3 or 4 fights like this against the Adunabar in the Brownlands region, and we'll see how much they have to bring up to reinforce as well. This guy's getting old, though. I'm noticing. Run fast. Bray Gestalad. Okay. Here's our March Wardens, and here's our scouts. Let's put the mercenaries on the front line too, just to add a little bit of, you know, extra charge. Oomph. This is a pretty good army. This was the Beligant army, right? This was the army that basically destroyed Dorwinion as a power. Got a couple of slingers to show for our experience in the east. Got a bunch of retainer longwomen to show from our experience in Dale. And we've got, of course, a bunch of mountain guards, which are essentially our infantry line. So let's group them all, and I think this is probably going to be just fine in terms of setup. Let's see if they approach us. Sometimes even on the defense, the AI will get its guys together, but it doesn't look like they're going to do anything this turn. They may turn around and flee. What are they sending? Some dark bows? Alright, so we should be able to take those guys out pretty handily. They are returning fire, but they're going to be done. Alright, let's see. What you got next? Our cav units are spread over you know, the east, right and left wings. Alright, so there come those dark bows. We've got down to about half of our ammo, or less, from our longbowmen. They're sending forward some infantry, which is good. I would like to eliminate this army. Alright, I'm going to group you guys up. And we're going to do the... we're going to just do a nice big charge with you. Although, we'll see if you guys withdraw once you get to the front lines. Looks like the cavalry is kind of collecting itself and maybe gathering for a single strike somewhere. Okay, yeah, and they're moving back. Alright, so we will do piecemeal attacks, I think. Alright, they may be fleeing. Rhovanion scouts are going to do some damage to us on the charge, but we've got our hammer wielders right there to answer, and they're routed more or less immediately. So maybe they're not withdrawing completely. They've got another general unit over here. Let's kill the family member. I think we can take him out. Let's do the same over here. This is the general, of course. Keep one unit of Warhammer dudes loose just to deal with these reinforcing swords that are coming. But yeah, we've broken them. Very satisfying. All right, this guy is all right. Broken. All right, we got him. 2 generals down, and that's really it, actually. So let's get all of our hammers up here, and let's bring the general up. These guys are kind of moving off. What are you? Dark swords? Yeah, let's hit them from the other side. Should break them. Yep. Yeah, let's just throw them all in. I think this is the kind of force that we can do a lot of damage to with these rear charges. I think. Shaken. Yeah, and they're broken. So, and the other thing is, we're close enough to Rhovanion that we can retrain all of these guys, even if we do take some, unfortunate losses in the rear charge. Alright, the dark bows are just routing. Right, what do we got? 74% of them killed. There we go. We get another charge coming. That should be it. And the casualties, our cav is looking pretty good. Given what we've done to them. I know that's my general. I'm sending him into some grim spears, but I'm kind of banking on the fact that all these routing... Shaken, utterly tired. Alright, pull out. Let's not lose a general here. I mean... You guys too. Yeah, and they're just routing. Okay, perfect. Well, that was a success, I would say. Our mountain guards are really showing their worth. Look at this. Just fantastic numbers. Nice, some dark swords there who haven't decided that they're dead yet. Wonderful. Less than 100, fewer than 100 casualties.
Victory!
And so this means that we are... well, we can keep going here. We're free to move into this territory. I don't know if I want to attack this army. It's a full stack. And I may feel better letting them attack me. Let's see.
At your service.
I'm just so curious about how Rune is developing, but I think I need the scout over here more. Or Rohan, I mean. Yeah, so they've got a few more guys. But my guess is that they don't have anything down in Ithilien. Certainly, oh, they do have about a half stack in that fort. Hard to know what it is. And Harondor is still holding on in Emin Arnon, so that's really good for them. We've got Dunland basically cleaning up the Reunited Kingdom, although they do have Belfalas, which is not under siege yet, Dol Amroth. All right, so do I want to attack Falathar of Carn Dûm? Or do I want to move towards Mid-Deeping? I mean, I could take Mid-Deeping with this army, actually, right now. Yeah, I could. And this would be a good army to take it because all of these mountain guards and my longbows in the city streets would be really tough for the enemy to deal with. There's no walls, which means that they would assault immediately. Oh, I can't quite take it. What a shame. Okay. I could take it with this army, but I don't really want to. This is not a great army for holding a city, and there's some tough stuff in there. But you have the option to get some mercenaries. Okay, that's very interesting. I've got these guys showing up as reinforcements, but because this army can march pretty far, I'm a little hesitant about bringing them out any further. So maybe we can attack this army and just see what they have. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 family members. Olag High. Spears of the Shadow, Swords of the Shadow, and a bunch of rabble, really. This is not an army that I really want to fight particularly. Especially since trolls are kind of, well, I have mixed luck with trolls. Hill trolls in particular, but Olag High may also be a problem sometimes. Sometimes trolls can result in a crash. Players do mention having trouble with trolls of various types. Oftentimes you get to the battlefield, the battle may freeze. That's how it manifests in my case. And then the game will just crash. There's a few things you can do about that. One is you can download a patch that makes this a very low polygon model, I believe, or texture, or whatever you call it, so that it's not such a strain with the old system. I don't know if that's really the issue, though, with trolls. It's not necessarily just the resolution. I think there's some other stuff going on with them. But, geez, I don't know that I want to assault this army. I would like this army to attack me. How about this? I'm going to give this a shot. If this works, great. If it crashes, I'm going to say goodbye now. And I'll edit this out if it doesn't crash. How about that? So if you are listening to this part of the video, then unfortunately the game crashed and I had to reload it. But otherwise, you can assume that things worked. I am going to make a save, though. All right. And if this does crash, then I'm going to have to figure out another way around this army. We're going to have to come up with some other solution. But in any case, thank you very much for joining me, and we will find a way around this. Until the next one, take care.